nothing really worked.
Kyrie was miserable until a friend recommended Navage. Navage offers immediate drug-free congestion relief, flushing your nasal passages with refreshing saline and sucking out mucus, germs, and other airborne irritants. Don't live in misery this cold season. Use Navage so you can breathe easier, sleep better, and feel your best right away.
The biggest thing Navage has done has completely cleaned out my nasal passages. It was from the first use. I was able to just clear out anything that was stopping me from breathing correctly. Navage helps me clear the way, literally clear the way, for me to operate better in the rest of my life.
Experience the Navage difference yourself. Navage is available at Navage.com or at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, and Rite Aid. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E.
Michael Hatfield's RE/MAX team.
With low housing inventory and constantly changing mortgage rates, buying or selling home is challenging. Choose an experienced team who cares. Here's Michael Hatfield.
In a quiet cul-de-sac near the quaint town of Clayton. Revel in the wonderfully tall ceilings and open and spacious elegance of this immaculate 3,321 square foot, 5-bedroom, 3-bath masterpiece. 22 Wordsworth Court in Concord boasts outdoor living at its best with sparkling pool and newly built gazebo. Plenty of room for an possible ADU. Highly ranked schools and a warm sense of neighborhood here. Don't miss this dream home.
Get help with buying or selling a home by calling the Michael Hatfield RE/MAX team at 925-322-7775. That's 925-322-7775. Or go to michaelhatfieldhomes.com. That's michaelhatfieldhomes.com.
Michael Hatfield's RE/MAX team.
CRE 0149376.
You've worked hard all your life and fought for every penny, and now you're looking for a bigger, better retirement, right? You deserve safety, security, and someone you can trust. Does a 9 to 11% possible annual return sound right for you? What if you could have a secure investment that's not affected by inflation, interest rates, bank collapses, or market crashes? With agents having more than 30 years experience in this sector, 1850 Financial can help. They could deliver an annual 9 to 11% return with no market risk, and most IRAs and 401ks are eligible. With 1850 Financial, expect a secure investment without exposing your principal to market risk. So if the market crashes, your money is never at risk. Again, most IRAs and 401ks are eligible. Thousands of people have found financial security and stability using this proven strategy. To take advantage of this opportunity where you could earn a 9 to 11% annual return and to see if you qualify, call 1850 Financial at 844-703-0000. That's 844-703-0000.
As our institutions cave under the pressure from the American Marxists, for tens of millions of Americans, the truth becomes further and further obscured. The principles that our nation were founded on, freedom of speech, freedom of the press, are being systematically destroyed. Levin TV on the Blaze TV network is a safe haven for those of us looking to preserve our country's founding documents. Here, we engage in open discussions, celebrate the exchange of ideas, and uphold the integrity of debate, all in pursuit of the truth. The Blaze TV network is a place where freedom is still respected and our values are protected. Right now, you can go to LevinTV.com, that's LEVIN.TV.com. Use code LEVIN to get $20 off a year-long subscription to Blaze TV. Now, this subscription will give you instant access to all the amazing pro-American programming. Join us in our mission today at LevinTV.com, LEVINTV.com, and don't forget to use the code LEVIN.
Mark Levin. He sounds like he's on the Mark Levin Radio Show.
Lincoln, in his condescending, self-aggrandizing way, lecture the Israelis about how they're fighting this war. I want to remind everybody of something. Biden and Blinken funded this war, and they're still funding this war. With tens of billions of dollars to Iran. Biden and Blinken are drenched in the blood of the people who've died since October 7th and before. Biden and Blinken haven't changed one whit in terms of funding the Iranian regime and its surrogates, the terrorists, even after they murdered 3 American soldiers, which is never discussed. Biden and Blinken launched a drone in Afghanistan that killed a leading aid worker and 9 members of his family, including 7 children. And I don't remember the Israelis holding a press conference to condemn Biden, Blinken, or the United States. This is grotesque.
And people by America First Tax Group. Attention, if you or your business is behind in filing your tax returns, or if you owe over $10,000 in back taxes to the IRS, please listen carefully. The IRS does not joke around and will not stop their collection efforts. If you're tired of the IRS letters, levies, liens, or wage garnishments and would like to get a fresh start, we can help. Due to the financial hardships in the country, the IRS is making it easier than ever to settle tax problems for those who owe more than $10,000. We can help settle your delinquent tax problems and all collections, and may even reduce your back taxes significantly. Even if you can't afford to pay your back taxes, you can still get the help you need. We help thousands of taxpayers just like you, but you must call 800-806-1299 today to stop your tax problem from getting worse. The information is free and the help is real. Call 800-806-1299 or visit americafirstaxgroup.com/live-in. That's 800-806-1299 or americafirstaxgroup.com/live-in. Again, 800-806-1299 or americafirstaxgroup.com.
We'll take a look at KSFO traffic. We have a 2-car wreck in Walnut Creek, northbound 680 before Geary Road. On the shoulder, you are backed up from Highway 24. Petaluma, look out for a wooden plancher in the roadway. South 101 before Petaluma Boulevard South. And then Alamo, we have a wreck, north 680 at Stone Valley Road off to the side. That's your traffic. I'm Brian Brick.
With each breath, allergens, germs, and viruses get trapped in your nose. Now there's a simple, easy, and effective way to clean your nose and protect your health. It's called Navage. Navage, available at Navage.com.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin. $5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up. I've already made around $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code GARAGE to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code GARAGE for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code GARAGE for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
Americans pay about $5 billion to control termite and repair their damage every year. There's no question that termites can be destructive, but many people underestimate exactly how much damage, yikes, these little buggers can do to a home. Termites cause more property damage every year than thunderstorms, blizzards, earthquakes, and floods combined. Termite damage may not even be covered by your home insurance policy, which means you're often left to pay the bill. Call Pacific Coast Termite today at 800-PACIFIC. Now, even if you don't think you have termites, still call Pacific Coast Termite for a free home inspection. Certain restrictions apply. No tenting, no double bagging your food, no pet sitting. Get 10% off termite treatments and a 2-year guarantee on their work. Call 800-PACIFIC, 800-PACIFIC, or go to PacificCoastTermite.com.
Pacific Coast Termite! Kills termites!
The clean, friendly way.
Are you the decision maker in your company? Consider this. For the first time in decades, there's a better option for a corporate card and spend management platform. Meet Ramp, the only corporate card and spend management system designed to help you spend less money so you can make more. Most corporate credit cards offer points as incentives, but those points amount to less than their worth in real cash value. Ramp's corporate cards offer you cash back, real money in your pocket. Plus, you control who spends what with each vendor, and Ramp software collects and verifies receipts automatically, which means you'll stop wasteful spending and close your books in hours instead of days. Businesses that use Ramp add up to 5% to their bottom line the first year. It's
your decision maker. Adding Ramp could be one of the best decisions you've ever made. And now, get $250 when you join Ramp. Just go to ramp.com/free. 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 Cards issued by Sutton Bank and Sunset Bank, members of FDIC. Terms and conditions apply.
Courage. I learned it from my adoptive mom.
Hold my hand. You hold my hand. Learn about adopting a teen from foster care at adoptuskids.org. You can't imagine the reward. Brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
Consult to 200-300. Text the word consult to 200-300. Consult to 200-300.
All set. A radio sensation that's sweeping the nation.
Fight, you devil.
Mark Levin.
Mark Levin, the research arm of conservative media. Call in now, 877-381-3811.
So now the attacks on Donald Trump, because he used the word bloodbath. The Democrat Party and the media have decided you can't use the word bloodbath because that proves you're Hitler. And so the dummy who speaks for the dummy at the White House was very upset that the word bloodbath was used by Donald Trump. So maybe the Democrats should just send us a list of words that we're not allowed to use for who can and cannot. USA Today, former President Trump returned to the campaign trail Tuesday and again employed the violent imagery of a bloodbath, this time to describe crime and illegal border crossing. You know what's amazing? They attack him for the use of words. But Biden has funded terrorism and a war in the Middle East. When Biden's policies have resulted in massive slavery on the southern border, sexual rape, abuse, molestation of women and children like we've never heard of before on the southern border, fentanyl coming into the country, killing over 100,000 American citizens. And by the way, people aren't sitting there taking fentanyl. I mean, it's often by accident. It's snuck in other medicines and so forth because the communist Chinese are behind it. The Mexican warlords are doing their dirty work for them because the communist Chinese are paying them crap loads of money. And Biden does nothing. That's wrong. The border's wide open. There's never been a border like this, Trump said while criticizing Biden during a prepared speech in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Standing behind a podium sign that read, "Stop Biden's border bloodbath." What is wrong with that? David Jackson wrote this piece in USA Today. Have you been to the border? You seen the bloodbath? In that case, he used it to allege the American auto industry would suffer under current U.S. trade practices. So what? We're going to deliver justice for Ruby Garcia, who was shot and killed last month by an illegal alien. Trump also talked about Georgia nursing student Laken Riley on the campaign trail. She was killed early this year, and the man arrested in her death was also in the country illegally. Democrats, including Biden campaign aides, have accused Trump of trying to make political capital on personal tragedy. Amazing. So if you point out the consequences of Biden's policy, which is murder by illegal alien, you're exploiting the issue politically. If you point out that Donald Trump went to a wake for a police officer murdered in cold blood in New York, while the three stooge Democrat presidents and former presidents and president are raising $26 million at some gala at the Radio Music Hall, rather. You're exploiting the death of the police officer. See how it works? And all day today, the administration, all with their talking points, exploiting the tragic accident that occurred in Gaza and trashing the hell out of the state of Israel. Now let me tell you a little something else that's going on that's not being reported here. Several hundreds of radical Israelis under Ehud Barak, no doubt, Ehud Barak is the failed disaster of the former prime minister. Apparently, thugs, they paid thugs or thugs associated with them, tried to burst into the home of Prime Minister Netanyahu and his wife while they were there. You hear that, Mr. Producer? Security had to hustle to protect them. And it's all being celebrated in the Arab media. And you better believe that Blinken and Biden know about it, and they're smiling ear to ear, too. So they tried to physically break into a Netanyahu home a couple hours ago. And they almost succeeded. They almost succeeded. Robert Kennedy on CNN yesterday. Aaron Burnett, another phony journalist. Cut 4, go.
But do you really believe that when people talk about the threat to democracy that Trump poses, do you really think that is an equal evil to Biden?
Now stop there. Now, you got to be kidding, right? The threat to democracy. Everyone knows it's Trump, not Biden. How can you say it's equal to Biden? This is why Aaron Burnett will never get beyond CNN. Nor should she. And when CNN folds, she'll fold. Go ahead.
The argument that President Biden is a much worse threat to democracy. And the reason for that is President Biden is the first candidate in history, the first president in history that has used the federal agencies to censor political speech, so to censor his opponent. I can say that because I just won a case in the Federal Court of Appeals and now before the Supreme Court. It shows that he started censoring not just me, but 37 hours after he took the oath of office, he was censoring me. No president of the country has ever done that. The greatest threat to democracy is not somebody who questions election returns, but a president of the United States who uses the power of his office to force the social media companies, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, to open a portal and give access to that portal to the FBI, to the CIA, to the IRS, the CISA, the NIH, to censor his political critics.
Dana Bash would have none of that, of course. Being a real journalist and everything, you know. She is a hack mouthpiece who burps up the usual left-wing Democrat Party talking points. Listen to this. Cut 5, go.
Now, let's just be very clear. This is an important fact check. Joe Biden wasn't setting out to censor Kennedy's speech or his political critics. His administration was encouraging social media sites to monitor and take down false information about the COVID-19 pandemic. There's no evidence that Biden himself was involved.
Okay. Okay, there's no evidence Biden was involved.
Oh,
And they weren't trying to silence Kennedy or, of course, silence anybody. They were just trying to put the facts out because that's what the government does. They were just encouraging social.
Yeah,
Hey, Dana Bash, did you read the two courts and their decisions about what Biden and his administration actually did? The district court and then the circuit court? You make it sound so harmless, Dana. Why are you on the side of the Hamas terrorists? Why are you on the side of the anti-free speech Biden administration? Why are you on the side of all the thugs? Because they're Democrats?
Damn.
Yes, he was out to censor Kennedy's speech and political speech. That's a fact.
Right there.
We've had people who've written about it. You may want to bring them on your program. Taibbi and Schellenbacher, whatever that guy's name, and Barry Weiss and others who went through all that material. They're not on your program, are they, Dana? And Taibbi's made the point that virtually every federal department was in on this. Why don't you also tell your audience, all 7 people, Dana Bash, that Joe Biden has personally denied Secret Service protection to Robert Kennedy, whose father was murdered by a Palestinian terrorist. And he's on the side of Israel against Hamas, unlike CNN. And God forbid. Doesn't he deserve protection, Mr. Producer? Is that not insane, America? And so Dana Bash is part of the censorship crowd. Dana Bash is part of the propaganda crowd. An IQ of about 14. She loves her job, and she knows where she has to stand and what she has to say to keep it. on CNN. And she's going to do a fact check. That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. So she comes in over the top. It's an important fact check. Biden wasn't setting out to censor RFK Jr.'s speech or his political critics. What she's not saying is that when you censor the entire discussion, you certainly are censoring Robert Kennedy Jr. and others. I will tell you this.
He's so down if I can.
The Democrat Party would have done itself a huge favor if instead of Biden, they were nominating Robert F. Kennedy Jr. I'm not a big fan of his.
Time bus is over here.
But he's not a detestable, lying piece of crap like Biden is.
Yeah.
That he's not. He's earnest, even if I think he's wrong on a number of issues. He loves America. Biden clearly does not. He used to love the Confederacy and the Klan. Now he loves Hamas. And that's who the man is, and that's who his supporters are, or I should say his staff is in the White House. So Dana Bash, I'm going to fact check you. Number one, Joe Biden was in fact trying to censor people. Why else would he set up that board at DHS? Oh, well, they got rid of it. Yeah, but they've kind of set it up in any event. Number two, yes, his departments and agencies were working with Twitter, Facebook, Google, and others to try and prevent political speech. Political speech. That includes the laptop issue. Number three, when you say there's no evidence that Biden himself was involved, what kind of a stupid comment is that? Did you sit in all the meetings? Is Biden going to say, yeah, I told them to do that? What kind of a stupid comment is that? Let me put it this way. Biden didn't want it to happen, and he has newspapers and briefers and press people all around him. He could have stopped it, but he didn't.
That's okay.
You're a disgrace, but you've always been a disgrace.
Wow.
I'll be right back.
Mark Levin.
My wife and I both, we ended up mildly sick for a few months, and the nasal congestion was probably the worst part. I had like a post-nasal drip, just super congested all the time. We were taking everything we possibly could, but nothing really worked.
Kyrie was miserable until a friend recommended Navage. Navage offers immediate drug-free congestion relief, flushing your nasal passages with refreshing saline and sucking out mucus, germs, and other airborne irritants. Don't live in misery this cold season. Use Navage so you can breathe easier, sleep better, and feel your best right away.
The biggest thing Navage has done has completely cleaned out my nasal passages. It was from the first use, I was able to just clear out anything that was stopping me from breathing correctly. Navage helps me clear the way, literally clear the way, for me to operate better in the rest of my life.
Experience the Navage difference yourself. Navage is available at Navage.com or at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, and Rite Aid. Navage. N-A-V-A-G-E.
Hey guys, at Primeal Medical, their mission is to provide you with the medical care you need to improve your ED, OT, and incontinence. With years dedicated to improving the lifestyle of their patients in the Bay Area, Primeal Medical strives to improve your love life and overall health. Listen to Dr. Robert Rowley.
We have virtually every medication known to man to help men. We specialize in acoustic wave therapy, sublingual lozenges, which bypass the digestive system, making them work faster and more effectively, injectable medications, and testosterone treatment for those patients who need it. Impotence problems can be treated in just one visit.
Why wait? Don't lose hope. Call now. Get a PSA test, testosterone test, Doppler ultrasound, and a full year of free visits for just $99. Call 415-761-4037. That's 415-761-4037. Call now, 415-761-4037, or go to primemailmedical.com.
The life of a small business owner, keeping the lights on, calling all the shots, and then there's workplace accidents. 500-degree ovens, rusty nails. Danger lurks around every corner. Workplace accidents can happen, but there is an easy way to keep your employees covered. Talk to your agent about workers' comp coverage from Pi, or go to piinsurance.com and get a quote.